Stop. Stop texting her good morning, good night. How are you doing? What's up? How was your day? You look cute, sexy, hot in your DP. You're beautiful unless and until she is your girlfriend. And remember these two principles that I'm about to teach you in this video, which will help you skyrocket your text game like this. It's your wingman. And today I'm gonna answer another mail written by Rajat, and he says, "Bro, you are the champ, and I literally got transformed after watching your series of the videos. I now feel that I don't require pickup lines or stupid excuse to talk to a girl I want to. Your work is amazing, your content is amazing, keep the good work rolling. But I have an issue with text and I don't know how to be good at it. It's boring and at times she doesn't reply to my text and I'm unable to fix any date with her and it's going nowhere. I'm just stacking up the new numbers daily on my phone, which is just a waste of time. I hope you will make a video on this topic and help me out and other like me. Your big fan, Rajat." I agree with you, man. I totally agree. Texting can be real pain in the ass, and I personally feel it's a waste of time, energy and effort when you don't know how to text well. Doing that to and fro texting, not having that smooth conversation, it just sucks. And on top of that, I just hate that when you have to wait for a reply and you just check out your phone in every 2 minutes, every notification which is coming on your phone, even it's not of a text. Right? It just sucks. I just hate that. It used to happen with me earlier, but now I know the principle behind texting, and out of that knowledge only, I'm gonna give you 2 principles or more, and I'm gonna make this video simple and short for you champs so that you can take instant action after closing this video and improve your text game from day one. And for that, I want you to remember one thing. Would you do that for me? So always respect your time and yourself. So what girls generally do in texting is they reply anytime they want. They reply anyhow they want and they reply whatever they want because the ball is in their court. And you, my friend, you just take that ball, go to her court and give it to her nicely. So today I'm gonna teach you how to take that ball in your hand and in your court. No double meaning intended. So let's get started. And here's the first point, that is timing. You might have noticed the girl generally takes time. She takes around 15 minutes to half an hour to 1 hour to even full day to reply to your text. On the contrary, the guy just takes 10 seconds, a minute or 2 or max to max of 5 to reply to the girl. Now you know why the ball is in her court, and actually she is not able to respect you, man, because you are available all the time for her and she loses interest. It's a human nature. It's not conscious, it's subconscious. Actually, we don't respect the things that we already have or we can have easily. We respect and go for the things that we can't have. Right? So avoid this mistake of being available all the time for her, and from now onwards let her wait for your reply. Let her give an opportunity to her to respect you again. And I'm sure you might be in college, you might be in school, you might be in office, you might be having some work and studies to do. So it will not be a hard task to just stop texting within 10 seconds. Can you do that for me? Cool. One more thing that I want to add in this timing part is it's natural for a girl to reply late, but it's not natural for the guys because of one reason, because she is already abundant. She is getting shit ton of texts on WhatsApp, on her Instagram, and the worst, Tinder, bro. Tinder is the worst. It's like she's getting lot of attention of the guys. Recently I was in a date maybe 2 weeks back. It was around 3 hours of date. We just had fun, we just talked, we had a crazy time. But what happened is when we were talking, her phone was just notifying her that she got a new match, and it was more than 20 actually. So I started talking about the dating, I started talking about the relationships and all. She got comfortable with me and then she showed me her profile, and I was stunned. I just saw the text of the guys texting, "Hey, hi beautiful, hi sexy, what's up, you wanna meet, you wanna fuck." Like, I don't know why the fuck these guys were texting, and she was not even replying to any of these fucking stupid boring text. She was especially angry with one of the profile in which the guy was actually hot, he was fine, he was good looking, he was charming in the actually profile, and he started talking like this. She was like, "Why you, bro? Why?" So because of all these abundance thing, girls have the power to choose the guy they want to talk to and the way they want to talk to, which a guy doesn't have, and especially the guy who is not in a team wingman. Mostly the guys who are not in the part of the team wingman, they don't even have single matches or less, hardly a match. Hardly they talk to a girl, and they are coming from a scarcity mindset, which makes them reply as soon as possible, and girls start losing the interest on them. Which brings me to the second point, which is content. You might have noticed girls generally reply with one word or like small sentences. And the guys generally reply with the long sentences, paragraphs and novels at times too. So bro, तेरे को रामायण नहीं लिखनी होती है, वाल्मीकि already लिख चुके हैं. It was amazing. After even thousands of years, people remember that story. Even we celebrate the events for like the Dashera and Diwali. So you don't need it. You don't need to write Ramayana on that. थोड़े topics meetup के लिए भी छोड़ दे. And I'm assuming that you want to meet that girl in real life, not behind the screen. And it's just my assumption. You might be fine just talking to the girl behind the screens and you don't want to meet her in the real life. If that's the case, you can close the video and just do whatever you wanted to do. But if you actually want to meet that girl, if you want to have that connections, that rapport and that relationship with the girl which you want, keep watching this video because I'm gonna give a lot of crazy points in it. As now we are talking about the content in the text, let me share some bonus tips with you and fuck the video length and fuck the amount of value that I'm giving to you. And let's get the shit done and get you amazing responses from the girl, an actual girl which you wanted, which you deserve. So are you ready for it? And also I have a gift for you which I will be telling you soon, but let's focus on the content part first. Point number 1, show up like nobody else. I repeat, show up like nobody else. For example, let's say you're walking on the street and you saw 4 girls, and out of that 4, the 3 girls were black headed, or let's say blonde. Well, actually in India blonde is not that of common thing, so let's say it's a black headed girl, and out of 4, 1 girl is a red headed. So whom you gonna notice first? Definitely a red headed one, even though she's not that hot, not that cute in comparison to the black headed girls, but you wanna notice the red one. It's the beauty of standing out, it's the beauty of odd one out. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it in texting, you can do it in conversation, your professional life, your work, your business, anyway. Which brings me to the second point, which is related to the first, that is showing up like nobody else. In the texting, it comes in the content part of asking the questions, asking the boring questions, and keep the boring conversation going. Instead, you can type open-ended statements or ask open-ended questions, or you can throw in the cold reads. I have already created a video on cold read and open-ended statements and questions and how to use it and how to make it yourself. I will put a link in the description below, or I will add a card here. Don't be afraid to tease her. You remember I shared a story recently about the Tinder thing, that the girl is getting a lot of matches. Well, I literally got stunned because of the quality of the text that I read from the guys, right? Nobody was teasing her, nobody was challenging her, everybody was just trying to do whatever she is asking them to do. They are just following them blindly because they thought that, okay, girl is saying like this, so we should follow like this and we have a chance over there. On the contrary, the girl actually want a fun, challenging guy. They are doing just because of the scarcity, bro. They are scarce, they don't have the amount of the girls to talk to and the quality of the girls to talk to. That's why they are just saying yes, 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 yes all the time, right? It's because of the scarcity, which definitely we are not going to have. Fourth point, be casual, be light, and don't bring heavy topics in your conversation in the text. For example, philosophy, politics, and your work. You might want to avoid all these things. Or let's say you're talking about these points, still you can create some hooks out of these points. Let's say you're talking about some philosophy, or let's say you're talking about some politics, and you are at the discussion and you are at the high point, right? Now you can say, I'm going to share the story on Saturday when we are meeting at 4 p.m. in front of a thick shake factory and have that thick shake that we are talking about. You see the concreteness and the beauty of future planning that I just used while talking on some boring topics like politics, and you can create a hook out of any topics. Right, you can do that. That brings me to the final point, that is lead to make plans. You know what, actually girls are waiting for the guys when he is going to ask me out. Why he's not asking me out? The guy is missing the leading part. And you know what, I met a friend of mine last week and she told me about her relationship with her boyfriend from last 1 year. They are having amazing relationship, but the guy wanted to have a different lifestyle, and actually even she wanted that, but they never communicated each other, and the guy never took a lead and the girl avoided, and the result, they broke up. So basically lead is very important, and definitely I'm going to teach you how to lead without being creepy in the coming up videos. I already have a lot of requests coming in, like around 40 to 50 mails on that topic only, that how to lead. You talk about lead, but how to do that, please teach us. I'm definitely going to do that, but kind of busy with the client meetings, Skype sessions, and the bootcamps right now going on, and delivering the content for you action take. And I'm going to wrap up this video with the last tip, that is how to stop the urge of replying. Yeah, I know I talk a lot. It's just 10% of me talking in a bootcamp or a Skype session, so bear with me. So when I was learning this texting part, even I had that problem of, waiting for the responses and having an urge to reply. Everybody does have it, and everybody does have hard time sometimes, right? So what I used to do at that time is, when the girl is playing hard with me, at the high end I used to put a text on the code read or some statements or something like that, and used to switch off my internet, and I started working on some other things that my actually work is. And later when I open the internet, I see the text and now I have the time and I reply it normally. Nothing makes her crazy than seeing a blue tick and no reply from the guy. It's just evil. Don't use it in a mean way. Definitely, I'm sure you are not going to manipulate people with this thing. Also, what I used to do in the WhatsApp private settings, I used to switch off that blue text part. Now my brain will not go in that direction that somebody saw my text, now they have not replied, why they have not replied, and all these related questions coming with the non-replying and not getting the reply back from their side. I'm talking about when I started that, right? One more thing, when I teach my students about text game, they generally ask, bro, so you are saying that you have to wait at least for 1 hour to reply her back? No bro, I don't say that. I'm not saying all this technical stuff that you need to wait for an hour or something. I'm not saying you set an alarm after receiving her text and then you reply after 1 hour. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you reply after some time, not instant of 10 seconds to minute of 3 or 5. Just reply whenever you feel like. It can be 10-15 minutes, it can be half an hour, it can be complete day, it can be complete month. I don't give a shit, it's up to you. And definitely when you guys are talking and sharing all these texts to and fro, you might want to call her and fix a date. You might want to take a lead on that, make a plan. It should be concrete. She should be seeing that picture of that plan in her head and she should get excited of it. And here you go, you have the date out of the text and you don't need to text much. And now the bonus gift that I was talking about, there is a link in the description which is attached to a PDF, and that PDF contains the screenshot of my chats. I'm talking to a girl in an online platform. You might want to read it and just see how it can be done, how you can lead and how you can exchange numbers and how you can set up a date over there. I'm sure I don't need to ask you about liking the videos, putting a comment in the comment section and sharing this video. You'll definitely do that. And I'm gonna see you in the next video with the next topic, with the next email. Peace.